Castlevania Chronicles 2 was released on January 19th, 2023, roughly a month ago. And it is the sequel to what might still be my favorite Castlevania game, Chronicles for the PlayStation, which is a remake of Castlevania 1 for the NES. So this, obviously, is a remake of Castlevania 2 for the NES. A maligned game. The angry video game nerds' first foray into stardom. So, no one wanted them to remake this, but they insisted on doing it anyway. And I respect that. I respect it so much that I have to go set up my controller. This will only take 1 second. Beautiful. So, let's start taking a look at this game. It's fan-made. Like I said, Konami does not want to touch Castlevania 2 or remind anyone that it ever existed. So, let's see what War Machine Studios was able to do, which I believe is a one-person development team. 3D, wow. Couldn't do this on the NES. It's Transylvania, 1698. Welcome back to Hell House. Ha ha ha. It has been 7 years since Simon Belmont defeated Count Dracula. On the eve of a full moon that same year, Simon fell ill to Dracula's curse. And now he was returned with one purpose, to save Europe and himself from the grip of the curse. Gather all of Dracula's remains and cleanse them at the altar in the ruins of Castlevania to free the lands. For if you fail, all of mankind is lost. It's a very important quest, which will not be in 3D. This is a misleading intro. I might be the world's foremost Castlevania Chronicles fan. Not just the game called Castlevania Chronicles for the PS1, but the entire Chronicles subgenre of Castlevania games, which includes the Dracula X Chronicles for the PSP, a remake of Rondo of Blood. Basically, when Iga enjoys a Castlevania game that he didn't work on, he remakes it and he calls it Blank Chronicles. And I consider the entire Bloodstained Curse of the Moon series to be Dracula 3, or Castlevania 3 Chronicles. Jova Village. We should invest in a white crystal that will aid us in our quest. Okay, so we'll find a white crystal vendor and pony up. Naive children, Dracula's riddle isn't solved by 13 clues, it's solved by destroying his remains. We got a sense of that in the intro. Didn't see anything about 13 clues. Old friend waiting for me in Alba. Very important to read all these clues because this is an adventure game just as much as it is a side-scrolling combat thing. Potion that when thrown would reveal secrets hidden by evil. That's a rather famous mechanic from the original Simon's Quest that everyone hated. Elders used to frighten us as children to make us behave. You make your journey to the River of the Dead, best you have the Eye of Vlad, lest you wander for all eternity. Bring an eyeball to Karen, if we want safe travel. What have we here? Hey, Thorn Whip, right off the bat. We won't take that just yet because we have other things we need to purchase, but they did separate money and ammunition. In the original Simon's Quest, they were both hearts. In this game, we have cash and we have hearts. Separate resources. Townsfolk have rumored to have seen a strange glow emanating from the caves in Dabbis Pass, near Algibi Woods. Now, those things mean anything to me. Dracula's riddle is totally worthless, so we want to go to the town of Veros, so we can learn more about that riddle, which we also know is worthless. Wild goose chase. That'll happen if you stop every single person you meet while walking down the street. Hey, a white crystal. You will get a lot of bad information. We probably have some useless facts already. You were advised to purchase this white crystal. And holy water. We can cycle through sub-weapons freely, unlike your average Castlevania. Real nice quality of life feature. Use what you actually need. Anyone else want to blather nonsense at me? There's a crooked trader offering bum deals in this town. So we've only seen 3 vendors. One of them sold that white crystal that we were told to go get. Maybe we weren't supposed to. One of them sold the holy water, which... Look at that. Clearly, it is functional holy water, which will be necessary for our quest, so no regrets there. Is the blacksmith a thief? Or is the white crystal a scam all along? Now, this is a fan-made game. If I'm not mistaken, all of the monster assets are stolen from actual Castlevania games. I don't even know Castlevania games very well, and I still recognize a lot of these sprites. So I'm guessing they are not original. That's perfectly fine. This is not a commercial product anyway. Save yourself the trouble. Steal those sprites. Do not do all the work by animating all these individual characters. Just take the resources already available. Pretty sure the music is taken from various resources as well. Ah, Bridge of Sorrows. Well, I got $100. I'm gonna go get that Thorn Whip. Got a nice slide move. We're Mega Man here. We gotta kill our way all the way back. Now, I think the whole day-night cycle that is very famous in Castlevania 2 is removed. I could be mistaken. I've not done a lot of research, that's for sure. Very sloppy on my return trip. But yeah, I don't think it is possible to succumb to the curse and have ourselves a horrible night. Nor will there be any warnings to vanquish much of anything. Bit of a shame. I would like to see those mechanics return, and maybe they do, and I hope they do. Thorn Whip. Gotta do more damage, because it was costly getting back here to collect that. This being an adventure game, we do want to take things a little more methodically than your average side-scrolling platformer. Indulge all the pseudo-RPG mechanics. 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, 4 hits. I think it was more than that before we got the Thorn Whip, but I honestly don't remember. I keep hitting the wrong button when I mean to slide and attacking low instead, because I had the weirdest issues setting up my controller for this game. Not just now, when I was first testing it to make sure it would work at all. So we saw on the screen. Ooh, no fish. I'll take that. But X jumps. Well, X is supposed to attack, and A is supposed to jump. But it's backwards on my controller. Because if I had any button assigned to A, it would make the X button perform jumps, which I did not want. Did not need to jump there, that's for sure. This is a super dangerous bridge. We do have some backup lives in case this sort of thing happens. Once again, these fish did not spawn, which is, it was briefly nice. They're not the annoying ones, though. Until you get here. Whoa. We have a lot of jump control, which allows you to save yourself, but also can allow you to make mistakes. It's not the cause of any of the mistakes I've made so far. Weird reaction from the fish when it got hit with the holy water. Just take the hit, go into iframes, get past this bridge once and for all. It's the old sheep bridge from Mario 3 that everyone hates. Actually, I think Mario 1 and Lost Levels had similar nightmare bridges that were impossible to pass. Even speedrunners tend to die there. This game does have a speedrun. It's about an hour long already. But a casual run is about 2 hours long. It's not a very long game. So we probably won't take that long with it, even if I perform as badly as I have been. Gotta explore. Get way more hearts than we can possibly use, because we only have a capacity to carry 99 of them, and not go into triple digits. Anything down here besides hearts? A town. That's about the last thing I expected, especially a town that can see the sun, or the sunset even. Dracula's rib will shield its wielder from evil. Wouldn't mind having one of those then. This guy loves laurels. Tosses them in his soup, and then goes and kills death itself. But he doesn't want death to hear that. Look as though Dracula's curse has consumed you. I definitely should rest in the church. I believe it costs money to do so, but that is money well spent. Visited the blacksmith. He could probably get me an even better whip. And statues of Saint Germain. Rumors are they contain powerful weapons if you dare to seek them. There's probably a bunch of optional stuff in this game. The original game is notoriously overly complicated and hard to discern. I believe the clues have been made much more logical in this remake. Algeba, got a friend there. Despite our curse, we still have friends. Those are the true friends, the ones who stick with you, even when you're cursed. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Recognize that from the original Castlevania 2, specifically. $2,000 for a chain whip. Yeah, this guy clearly appreciates his privacy, as he has priced himself out of business and buried himself beneath his own floorboards. So we can't afford that. Like 10% of the way there. What do you got for me, preacher? $500 to restore our hearts. Neither button actually works here, because I don't have $500. That makes a certain amount of sense. Well, does anything lay beyond this surprisingly price-gougy town? The music choice is great. Even though it's probably just stuff that the creator curated from like OC Remix and stuff. It is really solid. Got that eyeball. Eyeballs have a lot of health. Not against water. They don't like eye drops. Yeah, it kills them instantly. That's where 2 hearts where I come from. Our holy water costs 2 hearts for some reason. Knives only 1. What a deal. Except their damage output is pathetic. I have absolutely no idea if I need to be in this cave. Hopefully there are great riches here, so that I can afford the chain whip. Or at least stop by the church. Eyeballs are infinitely respawning. Kill 1. There has to be at least 2 in the environment at all times, so you're just creating a second one. Pretty sure there's going to be instances where walls are breakable exclusively by the use of holy water. Not looking forward to those moments. They're coming. Okay. So we need Dracula's rib to feed Cerberus. And to, I guess, protect ourselves from evil. If that random townsperson is to be believed. Yeah, it's spiders. I don't think there's any way to ever restore your life count. I feel like the 2 lives I lost are just gone for good. Blood we can swim in, but it hurts you. It's more mud than blood. Kill that skeleton for safety. So far, the spiders haven't hit me at all. Maybe I'm a friend to all spiders. I'd like to think so. Alright, I fell through the floor. Presumably that was intentional. It's a little trap. Let's see if I can not die here. Spider went right through my head. Perhaps I am the spider friend of legend. Oh, sniped. Well, I was actually disturbingly close to the first castle. So let's get back into it. There we go. I had to find which button was actually assigned to A there. Because as I briefly hinted at, My controller is set up super weird because the application refused to set it up in any other way. This place has a church that I can't afford to visit. If I don't go through that underground pathway that I showed off last time, it'll take me right to the screen where I just died. I do still have to go past the bridge. Got anything else for me? No. Can't talk to him ever again. Might as well get the white crystal just in case. Pretty sure I trust that old lady who said it was a scam, though. The Vine Whip did not appear to help me at all. That was definitely more than 4 hits. Did see with the Vine Whip that it only takes 4. Nonetheless, I'm gonna skip it. Pretty sure if you purchase whips that are of a higher tier than the one you have, it would just not necessitate you to have that lower tier ever. Bit of a tight jump there, actually. The original Castlevania Chronicles did have a literally pixel-perfect jump required. No way around it. Love that death animation. Performed a little better on the old bridge this time. But yeah, Castlevania Chronicles is not a player-friendly game. Considering it's like my first ever Castlevania game. That was a bit of an odd choice on my part. But it's a beautiful game, so as soon as I saw it, I had to play it. Despite the fact that it was way above my skill level. This game seems significantly easier. Uh-oh, I'm in the mud. Oh man, the hitbox on this whip goes slightly behind me and then all the way in front of me, but not on top of me. So if I'm inside of a monster, they're invincible. Water is terrifying. Not much that's deadlier than water. The average Castlevania protagonist is soluble. Okay, this is what we were headed for. This is the spider screen where I died. So we are back in business. If I'm not mistaken, setting foot in here is a save point. Dungeons are good for our health. Music's a bit much. In a good way. But this would only be appropriate in, like, a final boss scenario. Love the backgrounds. I have to imagine some of the backgrounds are stolen, but I can't imagine how they could all be stolen because the level layout is original. The design of this game is all original, much to the way that Castlevania Chronicles had a bunch of references to the original Castlevania, but the level layouts were almost exclusively unique to Chronicles. Oh, that guy kept attacking whilst dead. Not sure I agree with that being a thing. Try this route. Perhaps we'll try grinding for the whip that actually deals enough damage to kill things. That is how this sort of game is meant to be played. Hitbox on that is gigantic. You get a few iframes if you slide. Okay. Oh, they keep attacking. I forgot. But 2 holy waters, they're gone. At least there's that. 20 damage per hit. So this is not going to be a cakewalk. Whoa. I think I was able to clip back onto this block as it was going downwards. Just going to try and master my holy water usage. Just land 2 on each and every green goblin I see and then run away from that exploding corpse. This is not one of those games where you can grab a staircase simply by holding up and jumping into it. Gotta start every single staircase from the very bottom. And green goblin. There we go. Gotta lure them as low as they go. Not touch their gargantuan hitboxes. And we're good. There was a glowing statue along the path that I took last time. Probably indicated something that I want to interact with. The throw animation on the holy water is very lengthy. And interruptible. Probably was not very much cash, but take every little bit I can get. At least hearts are plentiful. Candles everywhere, most of them have 5 hearts inside. Might as well burn more of those. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that was a save point when we walked into the dungeon here. Might be all set. Even if I game over here. Tim. I actually knew this was a dead end. Not even any chicken in the wall. Slides seem slightly faster than just walking. At least it feels like I'm doing something when I'm sliding. Oh, there's that statue. What? They get a health upgrade. Pretty sure we're on the right track. Sort of get stuck at the bottom stairs. Every staircase I go down, I will stop briefly at the bottom. Whether I want to or not. And interrupt your own slide animations. It's a bit odd. Okay, what you got for me? Health refill. Much appreciated. That's gotta be reusable too. Master the art of whip jumping, so we never actually have to stop to whip. And this is certainly a thing. Okay. This is seriously a thing. Figured out how to damage it. Possibly too late. Yeah. Game over. Well, let's see where it continues. Drops me off. Hey, right back at that statue. That is good game design. It's not very Castlevania game design, but good nonetheless. Nintendo Hard wasn't always to the benefit of a game and its design. So now our life count is basically meaningless. We have not too much to worry about. Gonna take 20 points of damage, no matter how we get hit. So let's not get hit. Make absolutely sure I'm hitting the right button. Which is not especially easy because my controls are reversed. Not my directional controls, but my jump/attack is the opposite of how I would like it, and I literally cannot remap it, despite numerous attempts. This attempt is going very poorly. Yeah, miserable. At least one more where that came from, though. Burning a lot of ammo. Feels like my whip doesn't actually do anything. All I've got going for me is slide iframes. Somehow I took less than 20 damage on one of these hits. Yeah, only 5 there. Some part of his feet only does 5 damage. I wouldn't mind hitting that part more often. Game over is fair. But assuming continues are unlimited, we should be able to crack this. So far, my Castlevania knowledge is largely limited to Chronicles games. So the first Chronicles, Dracula X Chronicles, and I have beaten both Curse of the Moon games through sheer persistence, especially Curse of the Moon 2. That game was unbelievably difficult. But most Chronicles games have easier modes available for players who are not lifetime Castlevania masters. Curse of the Moon 2 was the only one so far where even the easiest mode was very, very difficult. Surprised I didn't get hit there. Instead, I got hit there. It's a little bit unclear when a attack will actually land and when it won't. I feel like I'm going for those ribs. Perhaps this guy will give me Dracula's rib when he's dead. Hey, I did not die. Close, though. That's looking like Dracula's rib. Beautiful. Alright. Oh, it gave me mechanics on how to shield, but I did not read them. However, they are self-explanatory. Simply do not move, and do not whip, and you will wield a shield. Personally, I would love to play Castlevania 64. That game legitimately seems right up my alley. I love N64 nonsense. It's one of the silliest Castlevanias. So that is actually on my list of Castlevanias to maybe try out. Especially because I've never seen anyone play any aspect of the remake of Castlevania 64 that they put out, like, just a year or two after the original. I think it was actually the same year as the original. They remade it with, like, a new playable character and revised the difficulty because people hated the original so bad. Supposedly the remake is not necessarily better in many ways. Supposedly. I certainly cannot comment, having played neither. See what's down here. Actual floor. Good enough for me. So I'm going for the town that has the chain whip. Maybe I oughtn't. In my opinion, the best Castlevanias are the ones that had to be remade at some point. And that sounds like an insult, but it is not meant that way. I sincerely love Chronicles, and yeah, if there's a remake of a Castlevania game, that is the version I want to check out. This itself being a remake. An unofficial remake, but a remake nonetheless. Now I found a faster way here. That's interesting. If you're jumping, you just automatically shield. That is going to make my life way easier. Save my life there. Somehow I appeared in town inside the church already. Not quite sure how I pulled that off. I hear you blacksmithing. I got enough money for you to be a weird hermit many years to come. Well, now we can get past the Cerberus. Give a dog a bone. And we will be heading further. Castlevania Chronicles 2. Very important to note the 2. I feel like I should test this on an eyeball. That was definitely significantly fewer hits than any previous eyeball that I've attempted to whip to death. So this seems way more worth my time than that vine whip I had. What am I, a Bulbasaur? Clearly not. Should not be vine whipping. Well, even when they are in their invincibility phase, I cannot harm these eyeballs. Or walk through them, even. Without getting hurt myself. Yeah, I'm thinking the Chain Whip was probably a good investment. In case I come up against any more green gargoyles. Oh, I don't even have to do anything. The Cerberus is just gone. Yeah, I noticed this earlier. I don't think the day-night cycle is in this game. I still consider it a tragic omission, but my overworld explorations have not caused night to fall yet. It seems like at some point they would have, so I don't think it's a thing. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. There also hasn't been any, like, weird, obtuse nonsense I've had to pull off. Didn't have to dig through the floorboards using holy waters to get through the first dungeon. Feels like they really simplified things. Which is fantastic for me, because I'm bad at Castlevania. I need things as simple as they can be. As far as I know, the day-night cycle of the original was just a time waster. If night fell, you simply could not do certain things that were required to do progress. So you were just sort of stuck until the day came again. In a lot of ways, that was bad design. In most ways, it was just an intentional pain. Garlic, so that we can have a permanent damaging aura around us. See, I know my Castlevanias. Know them well. Bible does the same thing. I never even take the Bible anymore in Vampire Survivors. Is this the same house? Certainly laid out the same. But the ground floor is different. Oh, I guess I'm being drowned out by music that's a little too loud. I think I can fix that. That will probably be significantly better. I didn't realize this game was so loud, but yeah, the music is especially blaring. I'm a window, and with me a twin. Beauty is within me, though not what is seen when looking in. So clearly that's a mirror. Do I gotta break a mirror at some point? In hard times I flow, but in good I glow. What am I? Return to me if your sight remains a mystery. Not as certain about that, unless it's part of the same clue. And it's a confusing old lady. But riddles... We've been told riddles are useless and we just need to find the body parts. Perhaps there are, like, secrets in this game. Can't rule it out. Rumors that the scent of garlic grants mysterious powers in the cemetery. Probably shouldn't go to any cemeteries without garlic, then. Given a choice. This is a really, really long staircase. Okay, it didn't take that long to climb it. If there were environmental storytelling in this game, I'd call it disturbing that no one lives on the ground floor. Everyone lives on this highly elevated area. We've entered a Jetsons town. Uncovered your family crypt. Surely your ancestors left you something of great use. I mean, knowing the Belmonts, it's probably a very powerful whip. Or some crap. Also, everyone builds their houses with these weird labyrinths inside. More environmental storytelling? I like to speculate. Laurels for 4 grand. How is that guy putting them in soup? That's gotta be the most expensive soup in the world. That's considering people in, like, the real world, our world, legitimately eat and drink gold all the time. Just to show off how extravagantly wealthy they are. Horrible nightmare people. Only with laurels will you be granted safe passage across the Dead Marsh. On their own, they're useless. Dracula's heart is the key. So we need a body part and the laurels. The laurels are 4 grand. Long to see my beloved, but he was slain by Dracula's demons. Traveled to the Lake of the Dead, but the ferryman offered me no passage. You should have gone and got Dracula's heart. That's true romance. Valentine's Day was yesterday, but I definitely cut out Dracula's heart and traveled to the Land of the Dead as a gesture of romantic feelings. She won a blue crystal, Moon's Tears. Didn't see you there. So we have the white crystal. That's what this guy wants. Oh, we didn't even really get a choice. Maybe we can trade back? We certainly can't. So that guy just has my white crystal now. Maybe it's good to have a blue crystal. I know it's bad to have a red crystal because I played a game where one of the secrets was unlocked by acquiring a red crystal and then kneeling in a corner of a lake for a long time. In reference to Castlevania 2. Cerberus. Cerberus just appeared in the last few days. Dracula's curse is spreading. They are the guardians of hell. And the world has become hell. Thanks to good old Drac. Anything else up here? Yuga Lake. Said to reflect the curse, one must pray at the Statue of Valor while holding the Moon's Tears. Well, that's good. Where's the Statue of Valor? I do not have the white crystal, you liar. Your eyes deceive you. Well, let's just move on to the next town. Pretty sure we've milked this one dry. Hopefully the next one treats us better. Well, this is looking like a graveyard. Did the various Dracula body parts give you actual, like, permanent character upgrades, the way they seem to do in this game? Back in original Castlevania 2, I have no idea. That's a neat touch. That seems like death. This, of course, not an official Dracula Castlevania game. Maybe they should have just called Castlevania Dracula. Cut out the middleman. That's what most NES games did. Name themselves after their own antagonist. Or protagonist, sometimes. It's gonna be real hard to get out of this graveyard. Also, I forget which body part I need to traverse the graveyard. And it was the garlic. We'll come back when I have garlic. For now, I'm sliding on out of here. This seems to be where the nonsense begins. I have a limited indication of where to go. The Cerberus statue only led me here. I got my blue crystal. I need to go to Yuga Lake and pray. It's full heal. This probably is not Yuga Lake. I don't know where Yuga Lake would be. There was another exit to the starting town. We could have gone the opposite direction. And that would have led to a Cerberus statue that I think also wanted to see Dracula's rib before we leave. So perhaps we need to backtrack all the way to the first area. Won't be quite as difficult, because I'm much more powerful now that I have Dracula's rib. 50 more HP. Much more powerful attack. There was a ladder leading downwards. It can sort of cancel your own whip. Keep doing it accidentally. That's a good trick for speedrunners. What have we here? It wasn't a wall at all. It just looked like one. Another eyeball cave. And hopefully not the same eyeball cave. Just gone in some weird loop somehow. My sense of direction is that bad that I actually could do that. But right now it seems impossible for that to be the case. But there's nothing here. Damn you, Dracula's riddle. And Dracula's cave of eyeballs. That's a bit of a weird design choice. I know there are a lot of dead ends in this game. Probably most of them are intentional. Just gotta check every single wall for chicken. Simon's a voracious dude. One thing this is missing, that Castlevania Chronicles had, was pink hair on Simon. I like Simon's whole red armor motif, but he really ought to have pink hair. And I believe that is something 100% of people could unanimously agree upon. It would have been a great homage to the original Chronicles. And very aesthetically pleasing. Might have blended in with his armor. But still, you gotta have pink hair. God, Castlevania Chronicles is a great game. I'm glad this game is relatively popular and is bringing some attention to the concept that Castlevania Chronicles exists, because it is so severely forgotten. Unforgivably forgotten. I did very little to raise awareness of it. It's one of my least popular video series. People do not come to me for Castlevania content. Yeah, this should definitely have like an arrange mode, the way that original Chronicles did. Not even a full game remix, the way that Chronicles range mode worked. Just slightly different character design and no knockback when enemies hit you. Maybe slightly lower damage values on the enemies. Is this the lake? I highly doubt it, but we gotta check. Yeah, I've now played through all the Chronicles games except for this one. And this one is brand new and unofficial, so... not many opportunities to have played through it until this very moment. There's clearly something beneath this blood. But it is not for me yet. I guess it's just the pathway to that town that we've already been to. Bring out the chain whip. Crossing that bridge is certainly going to be a thing. And then I might not end up having to do it at all. Let's find out. It's a moment of truth. No cheap cheeps on the bridge yet. I mean, there's one. Got me on the rebound. Don't lose track of your cheap cheeps. And they're jumping backwards because we're crossing the bridge backwards. That's why that guy exists. That he can breathe fire at you while you're going the other way, and do stuff like that. That much was expected. Hopefully I don't game over here, because that would send me back quite a ways. If I'm not mistaken, this is my last life, so... I don't think we get a life 0. But at least I can take a lot of hits. Okay, they're dead. It's only the knockback that's gonna kill me, but... boy, is it ever gonna kill me. Not anymore, though. The rest of this bridge is solid and unbroken. So we are good. Get me out of there. If it's a return. I'm certain I'm gonna have to cross that bridge again. Maybe there'll be a shortcut. Please save me, Ferryman of the Dead. Ferryman of the I'd rather be dead than cross that bridge again. Okay. Just gonna roll right through this town. Pretty sure there's nothing else to see or do here. There's the church, but I'm starting to think the church only, like, refills your ammunition. My ammo's been maxed out for pretty much this entire playthrough so far. And you want Dracula's heart. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do next, but I'll figure it out. And stream this game again. Sometime soon. Because I do like it so far. The design is great. Visual and audio design. Real good stuff. Difficulty is right where I need it to be because I'm bad at Castlevania. So yeah, by my measure, this is a good game. And it would take quite a bit for it to become bad. Its reputation is very positive at this current time, 1 month after its release, so I fully intend to pick it back up. Continue enjoying it. Yeah, these statues are just... should be full life recovery and a save point. So I don't need to go to the church at all. Just need to stop by the statue. Let's see this. Jova, Dead River on the west. Barrows Woods over to the east. Where's the... there's the cemetery. Yuga River is below Algeba. I'll figure this all out again. I'll probably stream this game on Saturday. When I have a sense of direction locked in. Hopefully this is not a thing where I'm going to do 1 dungeon per stream, because that would make this take way longer than I expected. So far, it is taking a fair bit longer than I expected. There are a bunch of different title screens for this game. I also tend to doubt that they are original work. No idea how much of this game is actually original work by the developer. But for now, this is our first look at Castlevania Chronicles, and I will absolutely 100% continue it to completion. Not to 100% completion. Sure, if there are secrets, I won't be finding them, but I will kill that Dracula and cure Simon of that curse. Horrible nights or not, it's gonna get cured.